Hammers, build your body and your bank. Check out how to earn 10K per month plus with my business intelligence, finance technology, consultant training accelerator program. Link in the description. Hammers, welcome back. All right, it is time for another workout. And the catching up workout week continues. I need to work out 3 days in a row to make up for some missed workouts. Pretty much in summary, I had a good productive week last week. Worked almost 90 hours, but my workout slipped. So the aim of this week is to make up some time. Now, I work out every other day. I found that to be the best cadence for hypertrophy, natural muscle gain. I did try 7 days a week before and then 6 days a week. And it turns out every other day is the best idea. So that is my plan. Now, I was very disciplined before with the 7 days a week. I almost did it for a year, but with the every other day, you start to slip sometimes. That's my experience. So I think I did 80 sets last week, which is pretty good, but I only went like twice. And one of the workouts from this week I failed. I have an Excel tracker, so I'm trying to keep it neat and clean by not missing days. So one of the workouts from this week I put back there. Regardless, I got to do 3 workouts in a row and I'll be back on track. So that is the game plan. But let's start with a summary. So pretty much the objective is to get to 180 pounds at 8% naturally. That's what I'm working towards and that's what I'm documenting. And today we're gonna work out legs. It looks like it's gonna be a really rainy one. It looks like the weather is starting to change and all that in Ontario. We just had a pretty beautiful summer, nice and warm. And I guess it's time for a bit of rain. Okay, so today is high volume leg day. What does that mean? Well, I alternate leg days. I have high load and high volume. The high load is the pathway for, what's it called? Making sure I get progressive overload. Progressive overload is just ensuring that I'm going up a little bit in either reps or sets. And today's high volume is actually what I've built bulk of my leg bulk on. If you've been watching this channel, you probably already know this, but I started off at 130 pounds and now I'm at 170. And just straight up natural bodybuilding techniques, working out. So I use what's called intensity techniques. I use supersets, drop sets, length and partial reps, and it worked well. It got me to 170 pounds, put on about 40 pounds of muscle in about 24 months. The first year I'm not going to count because I was just doing a lot of cardio and I was kind of being lazy in the gym. But after I mastered the cardio, I'm like, you know what, may as well get back to strength training and weightlifting and all that. And it just gripped me again. I used to do it before and I went ham and I'm like, all right, let's go all in, and it worked well. These techniques work amazing. So on my bulk, I have 10 more pounds to go and I will complete a 50-pound bulk, which is pretty insane to think about. And one of the key things definitely is 3 protein shakes a day. When I added in there, that was a big game changer. 3 protein shakes a day, each with a scoop of oatmeal and each with a scoop of creatine. Okay, so that's the bit of background and today's leg workout. So pretty much high volume. My aim is to have a perfect workout when I'm going in here right now. What does that mean? I'm not really trying to progressively overload. I will still be pushing myself. Wow, there's a lot of water. It's like big puddles. I will still be pushing myself, but I'm going to be focusing on getting my rest periods timed correctly. I want to take 2-minute rests for legs, sometimes 2.5 minutes when I'm in the later sets of squats. But that is the game plan. I push really hard for max reps on the overload days. And today, basically, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to do 5 minutes of stair climber, which I log as 2 sets in my tracker. But we start with 5 minutes of stair climber, speed 5, to get the core body temperature up and get some blood flow in the legs. And after I have that taken care of, I jump straight into leg extensions. The first one is a warm-up set. The next 2 are working sets. And in the next 2, what I do is the first set I do 36 reps with 120 pounds. And this is a different gym, so the weights might be a little bit different here. But I'm aiming for 36 reps. And I'll get there by a technique called the rest pause technique. Pretty much what that means is if I do 10 reps and my legs are burning a lot, I'll pause for 5 seconds and then I'll continue and I'll keep doing rest pauses until I get to 36 reps. So that takes me to the edge of failure it's really hurting, but I could end the set there, but we work that groove. We work that groove near failure. So I do about 15 reps, then I do 5 more, and so on until I complete 36 reps. And after that, I do what's called length and partial reps or partial reps. I do these mini quarter reps without getting off. So it's a superset with partial reps, two working sets of those, then 2 sets of leg press. The second one is a superset in the 20 rep range, and then 6 sets of hack squats. The hack squats is the bulk of the workout, and essentially the strategy is I am trying to pre-exhaust the legs with the superset leg extensions. And yeah, so I'm trying to pre-exhaust the legs with the superset leg extension. So when I get to the 6 sets of squats, they are already fatigued, and then I blast them. And the 6 sets of squats are 20 reps all the way up, all the way down, astergrass squats as they call it. And I do it on the hack squat machine because it targets the quads more, which is what I'm trying to target. And also it protects your lower back. And I find that lower back often gets fatigued faster than my legs if I'm doing high rep squat range, 6 sets of 20 reps, for example. So that is the game plan. It's going to be 5-minute stair climber, 2 working sets of leg extensions, supersetted with partial reps, 2 sets of leg press, 20 reps, second one's a superset, and then 6 sets of hack squats, 20 reps all the way up, all the way down. And that will conclude the workout. So I will see you guys inside in 2 minutes and we shall start the workout. All right, first thing is first, 5 minutes of stair climber. I will complete that and I will see you guys after that. All right, so the time is now 12:30 and I want to execute this workout perfectly. Pretty much I'm itching to get back to my work. I'm in the middle of a launch. So if I execute this perfectly, I should be done at 1:30, and let's see how that plays out. Okay, so first set is just leg extension warm up, and I'm just using lightweight, 60 pounds, and I'm gonna do 20 reps. I want to use a setting that gets the maximum stretch on the quads. So I want this to push towards the back as much as possible. So that's what I set the settings up for the machine. Pretty much stopping here is not good. The further back it can go, the better, because it stretches the quads. Oh, all right. Around 14 it starts to burn, even with low weights. All right, this is the first working set. 77 pounds. 36 reps plus 16 using rest pauses as needed. All right, at 18 it really burns. So I'm gonna do a rest pause for 5 seconds. That's 23. All right, at 26, I'm just gonna do them in twos because the quads are at their limit. That's 33. 3 more and then 16 partials. That's 36. Oof. Okay, I need a rest pause. No, I am stretching between sets because I didn't do that after the stair climber. All right, second working set for the leg extension. I'm going for 26 plus 16. 16 is the partials and rest pauses as needed. Even one set really wakes up the quads when you superset them with partials. The burning is like a 9.5. I lean forward to take the stretch off so they can recover a little. 6 more to go. All right, 2 more and then partials. All right, so we are done with that. All right. Instead of leg press, I think I'm gonna do free weight squats today. It's been a while, so let's give it a shot. First is just warm up, 25-pound plates on both sides. I'm gonna do the closed stance duck squat, 45-degree angle with my toes, that Tom Platz style recommends. Keep my chest up. All right, that felt pretty good. I take the breath in to brace my core for my lower back. All right, set number 2. It's 45-pound plate on both sides. Let's see, I'm gonna go for somewhere between 10 to 15, and I'm gonna save the 20 reps for the hack squats. Okay, so this is set number 2, and this is with 45-pound plate and 10-pound plate, and I'm gonna do it drop set style so I can get a few more reps at the end. And those do feel good, but my lower back, it fatigues faster than the legs. So it's an interesting one, which is why I took a preference to hack squat. But still, this feels pretty good. So next we're gonna move on to hack squat. All right, here comes the bulk of the workout. 6 sets, 20 reps. It's a grind. The first few are not bad, but getting to the 6th is a bit of a grind. But afterwards, you are rewarded with the best pump and a very, very amazing nirvanic feeling of just zen and focus for about the next day, really. So there's a big reward once you're done. So I want to make sure my legs are directly under me, and I'm making the Y pattern, the Tom Platz style, and then breath in and bracing on the way down. Rest pause. I use rest pause for these to get to 20, and then I just grind them out in 2s and 3s with the rest pauses. Three more. Even the first set is pretty pretty challenging. All right, set number 2. I took a 2.5-minute break. I wanted to start off with less than 2-minute break, but that wasn't going to happen. It was a pretty challenging set. So set number 2, 20 reps. I'm going to experiment with some different grips, feet placement. All right, that's 10. Rest, pause. This also hits your cardiovascular system quite a lot. The 20 rep squats. One set just gets you to max heart rate. All right, let's go. All right, 5 more. Two more. All right, so number 3, 2.5 minutes later, 20 reps. This time I'm going to try to make my knees go over my toes. Let's see how that feels. There might be more quad activation, and in fact, I think Tom Platz likes to do them like that as well. He calls them sissy squats, but those are next level. I'm not going to do those, but this stance will be inspired by those. Oh shit, I should probably do that first. All right. All right, that was 4. All right, let's make it to 10. All right, 9. Pretty good, almost halfway there. All right, that's 12. I'm locking out one knee at a time to take the burn away from one leg at a time. All right. I'm gonna do them in 2s. All right, that's 15. Two more. All right, this is set number 4. I had to wipe the machine down because that's how much I was sweating. Okay, set number 4, I need a strategy. I'm gonna sprint till number 10, and then I'm gonna do rest pauses because stopping at 4 last time was not a good idea. And I took a 3-minute break. My legs are on fire. All right, I have to pause at 8. This was easier last week. Maybe it's the squats that got me. All right, I'm gonna do them in 3s. All right, 9 more to go. I'll have to rely on rest pauses. And what I call dimes, which just means 2. So I'll do them in 2s. Some more. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna pause at set number 4. So I'm skipping out on 2 sets. Now, I've been doing the same weight for a while, the high volume. So why am I pausing here? I think the squats got me. Those squats I did, they definitely added some fatigue, but not only that, I've been working till 6, 7 in the morning every night for the past maybe more than 2 weeks or so, and I am having a bit of an issue with recovery. So for example, the last workout, I did a cardio as well as a workout, and I couldn't recover from that one properly. And I know I can't recover properly when my aura ring indicates less than 15 HRV. My heart rate stays above 85 beats per minute throughout the day, when really it should be around 70. And what that does is it gives you kind of rapid breathing throughout the day. So I ran into symptoms of overtraining 2 days ago, and that's going to be my excuse, okay? So I am kind of wussing out over here, but I do want to train tomorrow. I want to catch up on my workouts. Plus, I want to go home and put in like at least 4 more solid hours of focus work and all of that. So I'm going to call it
pause there. My legs are on fire. They're obliterated. So let's go check out the pump. And another factor is I switch from doing high volume every workout to high load and high volume. So next workout is high load, and then the workout after that is high volume. So I think my legs got deconditioned a little from the high volume switch up I did. But regardless, I'll play it by ear, and we'll go check out the pump. I think it's still a good pump. I think it was a solid workout, and then we will do another workout tomorrow. All right, 2 a.m. workout completed. Let's check out this leg pump. Left leg, bit of separation coming in. Right leg. It's hard for me to get a good angle because there's a shadow from the top lights. Pretty decent pump. That concludes the 2 a.m. leg workouts. Decent workouts. Didn't fully make it to the end, but still a good workout. And next we're going to do chest and back. So I will see you guys then.
Hey there, Hassan here. Do you want a copy of this tracking sheet? Gamify your progress and level up. It's exactly what I used. Just click the link in the description for your free copy.